Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, look here, look. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, man, you know what time it is, man. It's your round. Packboy Dolo checking in with another episode, man. Around the clock thinkers, and you already know the vibes. So, first of all, shout out to my people out there, man. Man. Well, check it out. Today, I want to kind of recap on the last video that I did. It was the power of the self-image. See what I'm saying? And let me make sure we see this, because we need to know. You know what I'm saying? We need to know to be grateful, you feel me? But it was the power of the self-image video that I just uploaded. Like, it's my most recent video that I just uploaded, right? And I kind of wanted to recap on that, man, you know what I mean? Because I feel like at the end of the day, I didn't really go in depth. And once again, like I said on the video, this is a topic that has just so many layers and so many things and components that ties into it that there's no way you could do like just 1, 2 shit. In my opinion, you can't do 10 videos breaking all that shit down, because there's so much depth, there's so many layers to it. You know what I'm saying? And depending on where you at as an individual, you know what I mean? That's going to determine how long it's going to take for you to really grasp it and understand it, and not only just understand it, but apply it and really identify it with that. You feel me? But this the thing right here. 1 second. And we going deep here, right? This the thing. Peep game. Right? At the end of the day, especially if you don't like who you are or your results, if you want to change, right, you have to misidentify. You have to unidentify with the self-concept of who you think you are, of who they think you are, of where you grew up at, of who you live with, what they used to feed you for breakfast, what they fed you for dinner, what they got you for Christmas, who picked on you, who you picked on, the school you went to, the friends you had. You have to unidentify with all that and become a nobody. And follow me here now. This shit is deep. Follow me here. You have to unidentify, right, with everybody, everything, and every concept that they had of you. And then you have to become familiar with the actual programs and conditioning that was installed as the byproduct of that environment and being around those people. See what I'm saying? Hearing all the negative shit that they used to talk about, all the complaining about how they can't do this, can't do that. You know what I'm saying? All the negative programming and telling you no when you was a kid, telling you no, don't do that, don't do this. Be like that person. Be like this person. See what I'm saying? Instead of just staying smooth and understanding you are who you are and they are who they are. 90% of us, in my opinion, 90% of us grew up in an environment where we were surrounded by people who, it's almost like their agenda was to make you feel less than. It's almost like it was a competition thing. And they weren't there in elementary, high school, middle school, you name it, college. They are not there to lift you up. They are there to not only tear you down, but at least make sure that you don't become more than them. Follow me here, dog. Follow me here. I'm talking some shit. I'm gonna let it breathe for a second. Think about what I just said, man. Now, I'm gonna put a twist on this shit. Think about this. Somebody like me, for example, pretty much known, well known, you know what I'm saying? People admired me. A lot of people look up to me. A lot of people admire me. A lot of people looks up to me. See what I'm saying? They're like, damn, like, I like what you doing. Back then, I like what you doing. Like, we had the Pack Empire shit booming. Pack was like booming in Pickens County. Pack had got really big. The whole Pack Empire, Pack Entertainment, Wolfpack Melody, all that shit had got really, really big, right? And then it's almost like people, you know, they were coming to me about this, about that, about this, about that, right? And the truth be told, guess what? I didn't even know how to handle it. Listen to me. I was under so much fucking pressure when it's all these people from the outside environment coming to you, depending upon your leadership, and you don't even know what the fuck to do. You don't know what the fuck to do. Right? Because my battle was up here. My battle was up here. I was 2, and I just read this in a book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Make sure y'all go get that. Psycho-Cybernetics, man, it's a must read, dog. A must listen, do something. Audio book, physical copy, do something. Just make sure you go read this fucking book. But this what Maxwell Maltz said. He said that you basically have to become like, I think he used the word inhibited. Disinhibit and inhibit. To inhibit is to be habitual. It's the same thing that you used to doing over and over and over again, right? To disinhibit is to unidentify with that habit, right? To stop the response, the automatic response that you usually have, to stop that response. To stop that response, right? So what I was leaning to is this. Even the people that are portrayed to be at a certain level, you have no idea what they're really dealing with on the inside. And I'm a prime example, because here I was lost. On the outside, everybody thought shit was all sweet. You know what I'm saying? I had a nice ass whip. I was fresh as fuck every time they saw me. Feel me? We had the Pack booming in the county. You feel me? Everything was everything. But up here, it was a fucking war. And it wasn't until I understood that I had to get up here and figure out how this shit works, and figure out how to make it work for me instead of against me, and figure out that the simple fact is you can't be self-conscious and you can't be other people conscious. That's what's in the books, Maxwell Maltz. He talks about other people conscious. You can be self-conscious, like look at yourself like, damn man, I wish I had this, I need that, I don't like how I look, I don't like how I feel, right? And then you could be other people's conscious, where when you walk into a fucking restaurant or a room, you feel like everybody's watching you and judging your every movement and calling you weird. You're ill at ease. So that's what I was dealing with. A lot of times in a lot of social situations since like high school, bro. Since like elementary, right? I think it really started in high school, but since like elementary, right? Socially, I would feel ill at ease, right? Socially, I would feel like ill at ease. I would feel like, damn, like everybody think I'm this motherfucking guy. But when I'm being social, sometimes I feel ill at ease. So up here, I had to learn how this shit works, and I had to learn how the self-image affects how you see yourself. Not only how you see yourself, the self-image affects how you think other people see you. The self-image affects how you think other people perceive you. The self-image affects whether you think you're going to get that young lady when you walk up to her and introduce yourself. The self-image affects whether you think you're going to be able to get that business deal. And if you don't get the business deal, the self-image is going to determine whether you keep trying or whether you give up. The self-image is everything. And what affects the self-image? Self-talk. What affects self-talk? The programming that we were surrounded by since kids. Since kids hearing shit over and over and over and over again. All of these negative stimuli, right? From the environment. Just negative stimuli. Shit was just negative for no reason. People was negative for no reason, worrying about shit that they shouldn't even been worrying about because they got it figured out the next day. They had it all figured out. The whole time they're not knowing, and I'm not blaming them for this because they didn't know no better. Not knowing whole time they programming you and making your life hard for later on in the future. When you decide to wake up and realize, damn, my results ain't what I want them to be. What happened? What happened? When you start backtracking and you realize that your environment and the people in it is the reason why you're not where you want to be in life, and you realize, damn, why didn't I wake up earlier? That's a hard pill to fucking swallow. But once you wake up, you got time. Because once you wake up, you realize that time, space, all this shit is everything and nothing. Everything and nothing. So once you can unidentify with who you thought you were, unidentify with who you think other people thought you were, right? Once you can unidentify with that and create a new identification, create a new identity, and bask into the new identity, become the new identity, no matter what goes on the outside environment. No matter if somebody say you're acting weird, no matter if somebody says you're acting different, no matter if somebody says you're talking different, you're moving different, right? No matter what they saying, because you understand you just unidentified with your old self, and you don't have to tell them this. This is your life. Time, space, all this shit doesn't matter. Where you grew up, the school you went to, just because you knew people, none of that shit matters. Tomorrow you literally can act like you don't know anybody. I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm just saying, right? You can literally act like, who the hell are you? Why you calling me? I don't know you. Bye. You could literally change tomorrow, right? So what I'm telling you is change right now. Become who you want to become. Unidentify with what people thought you were, who they thought you were. And show them the real you, because guess what? That old self-image, who they thought you were and who you thought you were, is an error. It's a malfunction, and it needs to be set properly. Man, it's your round Pat Boy Dolo checking out. You did, I had to come on here and kick this motherfucking game. Make sure y'all check me out for the consultations. Like I said, bro, they free. And the first one is free. And once you realize that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, you're gonna be coming back for more of the game, because it's gonna help your life. It's gonna alter your life in a direction that you never saw it go in before. And you're gonna be like, wow, what the fuck? I need more of this, because you don't know what you don't know. And once your awareness expands and your perception expands, then everything else starts just clicking into place and making sense. And then you make adjustments and you apply the motherfucking prescriptions and you get the desired results. It's your round Pat Boy Dolo, man, and I'm out. Peace.